McDonald's has entered a Minecraft movie universe, and Grimace, Birdie, and Hamburglar just spawned as new collectibles in the overworld. Now for a limited time, you can get one of 6 McDonald's collectibles when you order a Minecraft movie meal. Ooh. With your choice of Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets with spicy nether flame sauce. Available now in a biome near you. Oh, and at your local McDonald's. I participate in McDonald's for a limited time. A Minecraft movie only in theaters.
At State Farm, we're committed to uplifting Black futures. In collaboration with organizations like 100 Black Men and National Urban League, State Farm provides high school students with the opportunity to learn and apply best practice strategies for saving and investing, all while offering academic support, life skills, and exposure to college access programs to prepare these students for life after high school. Check out 100blackmen.org and nul.org to donate and learn more. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy David with Black Wealth Renaissance, and I'm here today to tell you guys about Anchor. If you haven't heard of Anchor, it's the best place to make a podcast. Anchor is a free app that has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast straight from your phone. Anchor also distributes your podcast across all major platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many others. You can also make money on your podcast with Anchor with no minimum listenership. Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So if you're looking to get started on your own podcast, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm.
Do you know the rules of the game? Yeah. You know the rules of the game? I don't care what color. Can you make me 100 million? Let's talk money. Can you make me that? If you can't make me that, I don't want to talk to you. You shouldn't even be at this table.
Hey, I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is run money marathon.
Do 5 years of this and be a millionaire and go on do what I want to do, have kids, go live my chip and joy in the games life out here in Texas, or struggle for next 10 years. The choice is yours.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Black Wealth Renaissance Podcast. Our goal of this podcast is to normalize Black wealth and share helpful resources and tips we believe will be useful in attaining and maintaining generational wealth. Please feel free to rate and comment on our podcast. We would love to hear all feedback you have. Now, enjoy the show.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Black Wealth Renaissance Podcast. Your boy, David Bella, 1/4 of the Black Wealth Renaissance, checking in on my co-hosts. Fellas, how y'all feeling?
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Jalen. Another quarter of the Black Wealth Renaissance. Feeling great today. Checking in on this lovely Saturday, man. Can't wait to get this show started.
Jared, how you living, bro?
What's good? I'm chilling, man. It's your boy, Jared, another 4th of the Black Wealth Renaissance. I can't complain, man. I'm enjoying my Saturday, getting some work done and stuff. Ready to get into this interesting podcast, man. This is going to be real cool. Yeah, I'm ready to see what our guests got to talk about today.
Man, this brother here, man, y'all was putting me on game by this man's earlier today, and dog, I was just like, dog, these niggas is more exclusive than Supreme. Like, I ain't never heard of nothing like this. Like, man, I was really just hyped for this episode. So, y'all, without further ado, we're going to bring on our guest, man, good brother out of Kansas City. He living in Denver now. Reese, the founder of Hypernova group. Reese, how you doing, bro?
Good, man. Glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? Ready to give y'all some game. Ready to give y'all listeners some game. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Well, we glad to have you on, bro. We so happy that you could come on and join us with the pod today. So, Reese, man, to get it started, we know you out here killing it in the resale game. But we want to know, like, how you got started in this. Like, what was your beginning to this flipping game?
Yeah, so for me, always came down to having a love for shoes, right? Like, that's where it started for me. I would say I've been reselling about 10 or 11 years. And then I started with just like buying 2 pairs of Jordan 11s, like Space Jams or whatever, flip one, make some profit and keep the other one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it started there, and then just over time, grabbing the right shoes, getting lucky a whole bunch of times on some really good ones. And then, I got frustrated about not being able to cop because of bots and all that. So then I taught myself all the things that, you know what I'm saying, go with that. And then I pretty much just jumped in that world.
Man, not being able to cop because of bots is tragic, bro. Like,
That sounds familiar, right?
No, like for real though, bro. Like, but before we even deep dive into like the bots and everything, for the audience that's not really too familiar with the reselling industry, I know you just said, you know, you would buy shoes and everything like that. Can you just kind of explain like the whole resale industry and like how there's a ton of money in that market?
Yeah, so pretty much when it comes to reselling, anything that is scarce or limited edition, something that's only made, it's going to be made one time and you'll never see it again, that kind of stuff, that stuff is going to hold their value. Or something with, you know, the right person's name attached to it, or, you know, that's Jordan, like that tells you that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just has to have that right name to go with it. So, you know, there's always going to be more demand than supply when something's limited edition. If it's, you know what I'm saying, if it's something nice, if it's something, you know, just that people want, always going to be more demand than supply. You know, you might be 2 million people wanting a particular pair of shoes, and there literally might be 50,000 pairs. There might be 20,000 pairs. There might be 10,000 pairs. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to drive the value up. People going to pay for what they want.
Real shit. And I kind of want to go back to like your first flip. You said your first flip started out with a pair of Space Jam. Do you remember how much you made off your first flip?
At the time, I think it was like 180.
They was 180.
I sold them for 4.
Damn. Hey, that's a good ass come up.
Shit, you paid for the shoes that was on your feet.
It was like 200 after tax then, right?
That's what I was after. I was after like paying for the shoes that I was wearing for myself. You know what I'm saying? That's where it started for me.
Just starting out like that. But that's a good way to fall into a hustle for anybody that's listening. Like, it's something that you were already into, something you were already knowledgeable about. And then like, it's just like, once you realize you can make a profit, it was no looking back from there.
And I kind of want to get into another point that you were talking about. And you said, you know, you got to be able to find the right pair of shoes and the right things, because that's another thing I see whenever people kind of get into this game. They'll fall behind the hype beast and they don't really realize, you know, this is not going to be a good shoe to resell. That's not going to be a good shoe to resell. Do you remember your first time, like, kind of getting a shoe like that and you kind of went bust?
Oh, man, that happens. And that still happens to this day. That always happens. You know what I'm saying? It's always kind of that, like, I'll give you a great example. Right now, that's, to me, is Yeezy 350s, right? I can get a ton of, like, per drop, I might grab 10 or 20 pairs. You know what I'm saying? And then, but the thing is, like, now I don't really go for them so hard because that's the issue. Yeezy 350s are good for the hold. You know what I'm saying? So when you're first starting out, you want turn and burn. Like, everything that you get, you want to turn that around and bring that money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, instantly. You want to constantly bring that money back.
You don't want nothing you have to sit on for months.
Yeah, you don't want to sit on them for months. Like, if you have the extra money, you know what I'm saying, to sit on those things and still be able to cop other things to flip, then yeah, that's cool. But if it's like, I got $500 and I got $250 tied up in this pair of shoes that I'm waiting on to go up $50 or $100 in 6 to 8 months, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really
not worth the investment.
And with like going after those flips, is there a certain method that you're kind of looking into? Because I know you say it still happens, but is there a certain method that you kind of go into? Like, how are you figuring out how much quantity is being made and things like that?
You know, quantities are always hard. There's a lot of like speculation when it comes to quantities. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, before the drop, you never really know quantities because then those numbers never really get released. So you're mainly kind of judging on hype level. You know what, you know, on Twitter, follow a lot of sneakerheads, Instagram, follow a lot of sneakerheads. You know, you see what people are talking about. You'll see what, you know what I'm saying, the drops that are coming out, like the ones that are going to be those ones, you know. Yeah. And there's also the sleepers. There's a bunch of sleepers that you're like, man, like, I don't know if I want to spend, you know, 175, 180, 200, whatever it is on this particular shoe. And then you don't. And then the shoe ends up being worth like 800. And then you sitting there looking silly. But there's no way to gauge it. It's luck.
So, okay, like they got a whole stock market for these things, right? It's like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, StockX.
Yeah,
so we know that the supply is not really like put out there, like the total supply? So like how they determine it, just based off the demand and how many pairs people putting up there?
What you mean, like the price?
Yeah, like how they determine the price on StockX? Like, cause okay, if it's a limited release and like y'all all trying to get the same shoes, but y'all don't know how many shoes is on the market, like it kind of leaves the supply undefined.
Exactly. So it's kind of hard to gauge what a shoe is going to do, because usually if you pay attention to StockX, right, and StockX is, I would say, a good baseline, but you're going to have like some of the other selling sites, you might get $15, $20, $30, $40 for a shoe more, or you might get less. So you just got to kind of pay attention to multiple markets. But the thing is like, once everybody has the shoes, once your shoes are sold out, right, then all the people that hold the shoes control the price. So say there's 10,000. They all sell out. They all sell to resellers.
McDonald's has entered a Minecraft movie universe, and Grimace, Birdie, and Hamburglar just spawned as new collectibles in the overworld. Now for a limited time, you can get one of 6 McDonald's collectibles when you order a Minecraft movie meal. With your choice of Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets with spicy nether flame sauce. Available now in a biome near you. Oh, and at your local McDonald's.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time. A Minecraft movie only in theaters.
1,000 of the people use their mom's credit card. So they like, I got to get mom's this money back before she be tripping. So they going to just, whatever they can sell it for to get them off, that's what they going to do. Then a few days after release is people like panic selling. So the other people, once all the panic sellers are gone, it kind of works for me. It always worked like, I'm going to hold this shoe until I absolutely need the money. And then I'll sell. So then I'll kind of see what the market is. And I'll put like, it depends. Like there's been situations where I'm like, man, Travis Scott 6s. I was like, man, I'm kind of broke right now. These are going for like 800. I could hold out and get more, or I could just take the 800. I just sold them. You know what I'm saying? Like pay some bills. You know what I mean? Like
hey, bro,
just hold them.
That's crazy because I literally just saw, well, like 2 months ago, I sold a pair of the Oilers, the Force. I got them joints in 2018, and I got them. I paid $220 for them, and I sold them to my homie. I sold them to my homie for like $850, and I knew the value of it because that shoe's actually going for about $1,200 to $1,300.
That's insane.
It was the dead stock shoe, like never put on nothing.
Okay, so for people who don't know what dead stock means, what is dead stock?
Never worn, never tried on, never laced up. If they came unlaced, they just in the box.
Original condition, like you literally
just to resell.
Either that or it's I
got pairs that I've like just held, like pairs that I've like some certain ones that I just loved and I wanted to double up on that I've had for like 5-6 years, where I wore the other pair and I just got another pair just sitting there brand new.
And that's how it was with those shoes. Like whenever you said, I was kind of like hard on some money. So I was like, hey, I got these shoes just sitting. Like I could probably get this amount of money for them, but let me just get them off to my homie. He want them. I already know he gonna resell them. So I'm gonna just let him make his money too, and I'll make my money too, and we good.
But bro, where are y'all finding people that's paying $1,200 and $1,300 for some shoes? Like where's the, so I'm ignorant. Explain to me, where's the resale market? Like where do y'all find these people?
Man, they're everywhere. Bro, you can post on eBay, you can post on OfferUp, you can post on Craigslist, you can post on StockX, Goat. You know what I'm saying? Some people make Instagram pages where they just sell all their stuff and you can DM them. People make their own websites where they sell their stuff and you know what I'm saying, buy directly off the website. Like they're there, man. These people, like, it's people there. There's always, like I said, anything rare. It don't matter what it is. If it's art, if it's shoes, if it's basketball cards, if it's rare and people want it, it's a demand for it, then people are gonna come out the way you'd be surprised. You'd be like, man, nobody's gonna pay. Man, let's see. My most expensive flip, that made me the most was the Red October Yeezy 2s.
You had them hoes?
Bro, I got them directly from Nike. I was sitting on my couch, the notification.
What?
I checked out. Like, my homie was sitting there with me. I'm like yelling. He's like, what's good? I'm like, ah! He couldn't figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I turned them. I got them. That was February of 14, I think. I sold them in May of 14 for $5.
Damn.
Paid $250.
I think they.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
God damn. I think they go up for like, they more now though. They like in the 20s last time I checked.
They up
5 bands.
they
20
up
bands?
yeah
20
they was
bands, bro.
Put some
yeah they was, you know what I'm saying, it was 5 bands in 2014.
And it's because of, like he said, that shoe is so rare.
It's limited.
And that's the shoe that really started everything with Kanye, with Nike, and like him getting away from there. Like, if you know the story behind that shoe, you'll understand like why that shit was so limited.
It was wild. That was a wild story.
So another question then. I know y'all flip more than just shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, how do y'all find these other markets or these other products that are like, you know, going to be limited and stuff like that, or really rare to the point to where you can flip them for these enormous amounts of money?
It's interesting because they come and go at random.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For example, Telfair, when we did the Telfair thing.
I heard about that.
Yeah. One of our mods came to us with, he's like, yo, I think these bags are about to be a flip. So he put together a guide. We was like, all right, we're going to go for them. So, you know, we copped a couple. I think I copped like an orange medium or something like that for $202, I think it was. And I sold it on eBay for $500.
Damn.
And then so I was like, yeah, this is it. Like, this is what we need to be paying attention to right now. And then the famous day happened where they dropped like every color and like all that. And that's what sent Hypernova kind of wild into the stratosphere. But that day I was working at Apple still. I was getting ready for work, and I came back and I had my bot running.
Mm-hmm.
I came back and my screen was just full of captures, and I was like, "What the hell is?" So I just started doing captures. As soon as every time I would do a capture, checkout, capture, checkout, capture. I just kept doing them. I ended up with 20-something checkouts, and they canceled all my orders that day.
Damn.
But yeah, like it's just finding those things. Like there's just things like you just find those things. Like in the summer, it was swimming pools because like everything was closed because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
People wasn't going to swimming pools. So like home swimming pools, bro, like ate all summer on those. The beginning of the pandemic, Nintendo Switches, scarce because the Nintendo Switches factories was closed. So, you know what I'm saying? People were at home like, I'm trying to find something to do. Let me get these Nintendo Switches. Well, there ain't that many of them. So they became scarce and then they became more valuable. Who was making like 100, 150 per Nintendo Switch.
Damn.
So how did the group come about? Like, I know we talked about you as an individual flipper, but like, how did it go from you making bread to like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make a whole group based around this?
Yeah. So, you know, groups like ours exist and, you know, they've been around. I don't know. I know of one other group that has a Black owner. I don't know if it's fully Black owned, but me and Scrap, as far as I know, are the only fully Black owned group. So me and Scrap kind of became friends on Twitter. You know, I honestly couldn't even tell you when. It's been 8, 9, maybe 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Just on some chill stuff. Just, I don't even know how we started following each other in, you know what I'm saying, in the first place. Like, how do you follow anybody? But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just became cool and just always was cool over the years and all that. And then 2018, beginning of the year, I was working at Apple. I worked at Apple for like 5 years, Apple store. One of my coworkers owns a consignment shop in Denver, like a resale consignment shop for shoes, clothes, Supreme, all that kind of stuff. And I was just talking to him. I was like, yo, what? Bro, I'm in debt. I need to pay off these credit cards. Like, what can I do? And, you know, I was familiar with all that stuff. And he's like, look into bots, this and that and the other. And I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. So I think it was a Supreme released Ramoa, like, suitcases. Supreme, they were like $1,800 like metal suitcases with Supreme all over them or whatever.
I know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah. So, but they were selling for like $5. So I was like, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So I tried, and of course I took the L. And that next day I was like, I'm about to start getting into bots. So once I started getting into bots, you know, I would talk about it on the timeline or whatever. So Scrap just DM me one day, literally like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what is all this that you're talking about? So he was looking for a way to make, you know what I'm saying, some money for himself. So I kind of taught him the things that I was learning, which at the time, like, I didn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really know anything. There's a lot that goes into botting, just like the knowledge, the proxies, the knowing how to make your address look different, a bunch of different ways on your profile, just a whole bunch of different stuff. So I kind of just learned as I went along, and we kind of learned together. And then at the end of 19, one of our friends was doing some like donations for charity and trying to get some donations for charity for cows, I believe it was. And we was like, so me and Scrap already had the Discord server that exists as Hypernova. We already had that. It was very basic. I actually saw a screenshot of it last night before everybody was in it. It was like 5 channels and it was like 3 people. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Scrap, and one of the other homies. And it was just a place for us to kind of put our stuff. The release is coming out. When you run a bot, it sends like, if you get a checkout or whatever, it'll send it to a webhook. So your success will show up in your Discord. So you make a channel for that. Like we had just very basic stuff. And Scrap was like, yo, let's get some people to join and we'll donate all the money to charity. And we're like, I was like, bro, nobody's about to pay us to join this shit. What are you talking about? He's like, nah, people gonna pay. I'm like, all right. So people like started hitting us up. Yo, I'm gonna pay. I think we was charging $200 at first. And so people was paying the $200. And so people was getting in, got a few little successes, you know what I'm saying? Like Yeezys and Off-Whites and stuff like that when it was only a few members. But people started seeing that and it was like, yo, I need to be in that. You know what I'm saying? So it just grew over time. And I'd say like it grew, but it grew at a regular pace. It wasn't like, it didn't grow at a crazy pace until the Telfair incident. And then it just like shot through the roof.
Bro. And I kind of want to take a little step back and zoom out and talk about the bots because this is like your 3rd time bringing it up.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about it for those who don't know what a bot is and what be going on. If you like just a regular retail customer and you can't get some shoes sometimes, and you just let them know like, hey, this is why your asses get whipped.
Yeah. Yeah. So a bot is essentially a piece of software. You know what I'm saying? There's many different ones that do different types of different sites, you know, whether it's a shoe sites or a Shopify site or a Supreme or Off-White, you know what I'm saying? Just different Converse, just different types of bots that do different sites. There's bots that specialize in one type of thing. There's bots that like have multiple different types of sites or can do all the sites or whatever. But essentially it's a piece of software that you put your profiles in. Each profile you match with a credit card or debit card, you know what I'm saying? However many you got, make a profile for each one. Make your name look a little different to where it'll still not get flagged, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Make your address look a little different. East versus E versus EST, like that's all the same thing. Or street versus STR, apartment versus unit versus number. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that make your address look different. So essentially you have the bot programmed to either on a link or a keyword or whatever, however that bot runs, because they all kind of do things a little differently. It picks up that product as soon as it's live, tries to add it to cart, tries to check out with your information. If there's a captcha, the captcha will pop up. You can do the little captcha or whatever, but that's really all you'll have to do. Some sites are not going to have a captcha, like Foot Locker or whatever. You literally just going to push play and hope for the best.
So for somebody that like will want to learn how to make their own bot, like where do you go to make a bot?
I say there's a lot of information where people make like bots or scripts, right? Like learning how to write scripts, because script you don't need a pretty UI and all that. It's just, you can run a script and the script will program whatever you program it to do. Check out something on a particular site. So I would say that's where a lot of people start. But then after time, you know what I'm saying, if you want to make your bot really good, you're going to have to make it faster and all that. So you're going to need to learn how to do requests, which is a request is every time you go to a website, you click a link, that click goes to the server and then pings back to your computer, the next page or whatever that you clicked on, that's a request. You know what I'm saying? So every time you're sending information, that's a request. So if you're sending you're trying to check out or whatever, the bot's trying to check out for you, it'll like add the cart. Once it adds the cart, then it'll go add your shipping address. Then it'll come back, then it'll add your billing, then it'll add your cart. You know what I'm saying? It does it each step. So that's the request. Each step is a request. So essentially just making your bot look human. If you can make it look like it's a human on the site doing whatever it's programmed to do, you'll win.
And that's kind of interesting too, because, well, I know they started doing the recapture to kind of combat the bots. So how the hell you get around the recapture part?
Hey, man.
I can't be asking that. That's spending too much of the tea.
No, it depends on your bot, how the harvesters work and all that. Like some bots, like no matter what, you're gonna have to click the capture. You know what I'm saying? So they'll pop up. Each individual little capture window will pop up for you, and you just do them, and then the bot will go back to doing what it's due after the capture. So like, it's not really stopping anybody. Like, look, man,
It just makes the process go a whole lot faster for you to purchase the item versus me actually having to physically
click
type
on it,
in your
enter my
address,
information.
type in your card, autofill. Like, you know, I cop a lot manual too, but it's because of autofill. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Mac, got the fingerprint, I autofill, just it autofills my cards. The only thing I had to type is my CVV. So that's how I win a lot of times too. Even if I'm not using the bot, I'll cop manual, just will autofill.
So whenever you running these bots, you have to be manually sitting in front of the computer yourself, right?
Not necessarily. It depends. I would say it more so depends on the bot. Like say it's a Shopify site, which is a boutique. Things sell out really quickly on Shopify sites, so you want to be there for those. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to, like, you don't have time to really wait. Let's say I'm running like Foot Locker, Foot Action, East Bay, Champs, like all of them, Finish Line. All I got to do is push play on the bot, and I can walk away because they don't have capture. So I literally can. I used to do it. I push play and go to work,
and then you just come back to whatever shoe you wanted. However
but it would give me the notifications to my Discord. So every time it checked out, I would see it at work. You know what I'm saying? And I could stop the bot remotely and all that too if I needed to, but just let it run.
Hey, that's dope.
Okay, so I do kind of want to dive more with like how Discord interacts with these bots. Because I know Kelly mentioned it to me before, like a lot of like one of the big advantages of Discord is that it works with these bots. So like, can you control the bots from Discord, or like how does that work?
It depends. Each bot kind of can write things how they want. Like some bots for Discord, the only thing that it's going to do for you is like allow you to reset your key so you can put it on another computer or something like that. Some bots will definitely like you can have full control. Some bots have iOS apps where you like it's running on your computer, but you doing full control, you know what I'm saying, from your phone or your iPad or wherever. You ain't even got to be there, you know what I mean? So it just depends. It depends on the bot. They all kind of write down, they you know, they all have their own bag of tricks or whatever. So, and there, you know, there's a resale market for bots.
Or y'all resell bots?
I was actually just about to ask that. Like, how do I get me a bot, bro?
So yeah, there's a resale market for bots. There's a couple places you can go to get a bot. And the resale market for bots is interesting because when I got into botting, it seemed like they restocked all the time. And now it seems like they never restock. So the ones that all the people that got all the bots, the value just keeps going up because they don't ever restock.
They went that.
So if you know how to make bots, then like,
oh, bro,
you
know how to make bots, you could
supreme demand.
You could be a millionaire without question, easily. Like, hey, if anybody knows how to build a bot, holler at me because Hypernova needs a developer. What's up?
Sheesh, hey,
y'all heard
hey, y'all get at them.
Y'all heard it here. BWR, man, trying to get y'all some work. These bots, though, it's real interesting because it's like I keep thinking about like they setting these measures in place to like stop them, but you still finding ways to finesse around it.
Right, it's a cat and mouse game. That's all botting is. Like the developers of the bot, you know. So when I first started botting, a lot of bots were like just lifetime fee, right? Like you pay this, you own the bot for forever. That works, but it doesn't work in a certain sense because one, if you got to keep releasing the bot, it's going to water down the market and there's going to be a million bots for people trying to go after 10 products or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to keep doing that. So what they did is they started making them more scarce, and they also started doing like some of them are you pay a fee up front, you pay a certain amount every month. Some of them you pay every 3 months. Some of them you pay every 6 months, yearly, like, but they all do a renewal fee now. And that's how it keeps them working. It keeps money coming in for the developers to keep working on the bots. Because the problem they used to have is like, once that bot wasn't hot no more and they're not selling anymore, what is my incentive to keep making this bot better? So now with the renewal fees, like it's all that. But they're making money off the renewal fees. But the bot market, the side market, you know what I'm saying, the resale market goes so crazy. I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, it's obviously sustainable because it's, you know what I'm saying, it's been going like this for a minute. And there could be a bubble that it might pop because the values on some of them are astronomical.
So, like, whenever you say astronomical, do you have just like a figure in your head you could probably spit out?
So, one that we have, for example, is called Wrath. Wrath is, I think it's 300 retail and you pay monthly, I think. We bought it resale. We bought it in August, $4,200.
For what?
Damn, son.
God damn.
But
For a piece of software?
Hold on, check it out. That's not even the good part. The good part is that we've made money on it. It's worked for us. You know what I'm saying? Like we've made money on it. I think the lowest, I can probably find it real quick. The lowest ask on it right now, 7,200.
God damn. And you say when y'all got this?
August, first week of August.
Fuck.
Man, that's some crazy appreciation.
Fuck real estate.
Digital real estate where it's at.
Yo.
Hey, if y'all know how to develop this shit, y'all hit both of us up.
Yo. Yeah, man, it's wow. It's a whole subculture that people don't even know exists. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me, there's bots for everything. Obviously, sneakers are the hot things, but you know, people, like I said, everything you resell, you know, we was reselling pools and all that. That was like Walmart and Target. There's bots for that. You know, Best Buy, there's bots for that. There's bots for the card sites. There's bots for Funkos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Just gotta find the bot.
That's it. You just gotta find the one that's gonna get you what you want. You know what I'm saying? So
my first time hearing about y'all was definitely the whole Telfar thing, and that was crazy. Like, I know that probably had to feel good. Like, they had to completely change up how they was doing things.
Hey, bro. Like, yeah. So when I copped all those, they didn't have. So they're a Shopify site, right?
Right.
They didn't have any bot protection. So when you can run advanced mode on your bot, you're checking out. But see, the thing is that most sites have bot protection, so you can't run advanced mode. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But on that site, I knew that I could run advanced mode. So I literally ran every color, every size, and checked out every one that I put in there.
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm getting my bets in on FanDuel. Talk to me, Chuck GPT. What do you know?
All sorts of interesting stuff, even Charles Barkley's greatest fear.
Hey, nobody needs to know that.
New customers bet $5 and get $250 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
21 plus and present in Virginia. Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Damn. And that kind of brings me back to something that Amazon did in their first days. That's how Amazon really started beating people out. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but it was one holiday season. Amazon went to Toys R Us and they purchased I forgot what it was. It was like either a Pokemon, something like that.
They was losing money out there.
But Toys R Us didn't have a quantity limit on their shit. So what Amazon did was they purchased every fucking toy from their website and they put it on their site and they started reselling it like higher than that.
That's the game.
I was like, wow, bro.
Demand.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, man. Anything, you know, like I'll tell you the other thing. Being a reseller is, I'm gonna say it's hard, but it's not hard at the same time. I'm gonna say it's hard though, because people hate us all the time.
Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I told them I was gonna tell you this on the episode. Respectfully, fuck you, man.
Hey, I respect it, bro. Bro, I used to be on the other side of that. I used to be like, man, I hate these niggas. Resellers, all this bullshit. And then I was like, wait a minute. I can make how much?
Yeah.
These niggas ain't so wrong. Like, maybe I'm living wrong, nigga. Like,
maybe I'm on the wrong side here.
I'm on the wrong side of the game though.
Hey, I'm definitely thinking about that for like concerts and stuff, bro. Because I always be mad every time as soon as something drop, all the tickets gone.
What's interesting is concerts. It's illegal to sell concert tickets, like resell. Like,
swear.
Well, no. It's not illegal to resell. It's illegal to bot and resell.
Swear.
Yeah, bro. They made it federally illegal.
Damn. You can't go to jail.
People still do it. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, of course. People are not scared of the cops.
I mean,
like I'm trying to make
weed.
Like, I love the game.
I love the hustle.
Yeah, so it's wild. Like, but yeah, concert tickets is definitely, that was another thing. Like when we really first got going, like the group, that was one of the things I was like always on, because that was the thing I've always bought and resold, but mainly like to get my free tickets. You know what I'm saying? To get my tickets for free. That's always why I did it. So, you know, we see these shows, but like certain shows, bro, like Travis Scott,
Crazy.
Price going up.
Crazy.
Anything with Travis Scott name on it, it's like the price is gonna go
This
up.
nigga made McDonald's boom this
You know what
past
I'm saying?
month.
Bruh, McDonald's.
Stock is going crazy. Off a cactus.
Even like a Beyonce fucking concert, because you know the bitch gonna sell out.
Yo, Beyonce concert is good money. Like the one you know the ones like Beyonce 100%, Drake 100%, Tame Impala going up. What else? You know, some of them rock bands, bro. I sold right before COVID happened. I think we got some Garth Brooks tickets. Like anyway, I used to only buy the ones for the city that I was in. Scrap that. Like wherever we think that they're gonna sell it, I think I bought Garth Brooks tickets at the football stadium in Cleveland or something like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I think I paid $100 a piece and sold them for like $800 for the pair.
God dang.
You know, like.
And whenever you buying these tickets, like, do you care what section is gonna be or like anything like that?
Closest to the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like usually closest to the stage, or if it's an arena show, GA floor seats, or it depends. Like Travis Scott, when he was in Denver, it was just GA on the floor, but it wasn't seats. If it's just GA on the floor, I always try to get assigned seats closest to the stage.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Man, I remember it was like 2 years ago, probably. I got Bruno Mars.
Oh, I know that shit went crazy. That was the 24 karat tour, right?
He played at Pepsi Center in Denver. I think I grabbed 2 tickets, like, you know, stages on the floor, but then like right the first couple rows, I think it was the second or third row up, 2 seats right there together. I think I paid $354. I think I sold them for $700 a piece.
That's buy and sell later.
$1,400, man.
But I love it because that's like the difference between being just like when you coming in with that consumer mentality and when you coming in as like that entrepreneur mentality. Like I'm going to make something out of this, like out of opportunity out of this, basically.
And I'm glad you said that because that's what you kind of alluded to. You was like, man, I can either be mad at this shit or I can get with it. Like, and it brings me back to like the movie Baby Boy. Jody, which one you gonna be, your consumer or your producer?
Facts. That's it, bro. Like you make up your mind when you see like I said, when I hit like them Yeezys, right? Them Red Octobers, bro. Like I moved to Denver. I was moving to Denver. Me, my wife, and my baby was 1 at the time, and like I had saved up a little bit of money, but I was working at a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have no money. My wife was like a GM of a Five Guys. She didn't really make no money for real either, and like I hit those, sold them shoes. I used that money, moved to Denver. Like we got a little 1-bedroom. Like we was broke as hell when we moved here, but we made it work and built up. And like reselling was a part of that because I had a bunch of shoes that I accumulated in Kansas City, you know what I'm saying, that I brought out here. And every time I needed some money, I would just sell a pair or two.
For more than what you bought them for.
Yeah.
And I like how you brought that up too, because there's a lot of people I see, sometimes they get too attached to sentimental value. Like a lot of people like, oh man, I'm broke. Bro, you got a closet full of like all of this shit. If you don't get out there and start reselling, like you said, you can put this shit on eBay. You can wake up and your shit is gone. All you got to do is go drop it off to the damn post office.
You ain't got to see nobody.
Nothing,
That's
bro.
the easiest for me, man. Like I much prefer selling online and selling hand to hand because I don't got to see nobody. I don't got to talk to nobody. Like you might send me a message or whatever. I can respond to that. I ain't got to call nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like
you ain't got to take the time out of there to go stand here, meet up.
Worry if this person's sketchy or not.
And then I got a UPS and FedEx account. I got a label printer at the house. I literally, bro, I because we order so much stuff. I see the UPS, like my UPS man, he comes like three to 5 times a week to my house. You know what I'm saying? Like I be giving him like Cokes and snacks and shit because this man be work, bro. So he'd come through and have like 10 like on a Yeezy drop or something. He'd come through and have like 10, 15 boxes. I'd be like, bro, here's some snack. I be asking him, like, you want me to get you a gift card? You like Starbucks? Like, what you like? He like, no, I'm good with the Cokes.
Hey man, keep your people happy to keep you take care of your stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't never had a problem either.
It is hard.
I love it. So Reese, bro, I do want to hop into the group more because one thing we've been touching on throughout this, we've been talking about a lot with the reselling, like how it works, is scarcity. And one thing I really admire about your group, and I think is like really unique about it, is that you limit the amount of members it is in there. So can you speak to why you do that?
A couple of reasons. One, we want to make sure we can give a good rate of success. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to make sure that we can tend to everybody, because there's going to be a lot that goes into, like, if you coming in and you have no prior knowledge of reselling, sports betting, sports cards, kind of the things that we be doing in there, it's going to take you a minute to get a grasp. So we want to make sure we have the staff that's available to make sure everybody, can get their questions answered, get the knowledge that they need to be successful.
Okay. So can you kind of go, I know we touched about the group and you just talked about like some of the things y'all do, the sports betting, the reselling. And I know you said you kind of got it, how it got started, but for those who don't really know what the Hypernova group is, what all do y'all offer?
Yeah, so Hypernova Group, it started as a place that was literally for reselling shoes and clothes. That's what it started as. It's grown into much more, just with the additions of certain people. People have knowledge on certain things. So we kind of added sections as we've gone on. So for starters, with, a membership, you get, obviously, any of the help you need learning to resell. You're going to get monitors for all the sites, so you'll know when products go up or when there's shock drops or any of that. Like, usually like a Nike monitor, say like they're gonna shock drop some of those sneakers, it'll usually show up like 2 minutes before when they load it, before it actually shows up on the app, so we kind of can prepare. So little stuff like that. But yeah, any of the important sites are monitored. We have, Amazon, Best Buy monitors. We can add particular products, like if it's a particular whatever. Like right now, graphics cards are hot. So we went crazy yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't know. I don't even remember. On Best Buy, because the graphics card monitor was just pinging off. So we were able to, grab quite a few as a group. So we kind of just go whatever's hot, add it to the monitors, watch the monitors. So then that's just the monitors. That's only basically shoes and clothes and whatever other hot items. Then you got, let's say, sports betting. We got a pretty good group that gives picks on whatever sports, the sports that we probably do the most in the group: baseball, basketball, NFL, college football. You might get some soccer picks in there, or, some tennis picks as well. But they hit at a pretty solid rate with their picks. So, obviously people are there to kind of guide you as far as that goes. And we have guides on everything as well too. So, it's a guide on, betting and reselling and all that, botting and all that stuff. But yeah, there's guys teach you how to bet. I don't know, you guys probably know Tara.
Mm-hmm.
Tara has, for stackers only, she has a mobile home guide. So we have a mobile home flip section. Guide is in there. Her guide is in there for a discount for our members. And then there's a chat for that as well. So people talking about their finds, asking questions, kind of getting advice. Tara's in there. Tara's also giving sports picks. Shout out to Tara and her sports picks, 100%. Killing WNBA. Auto flips are in there. Same thing.
So cars, like you flipping cars in that motherfucker too.
Yeah, one of our newer members, I mean, he's been in there for a little bit now, but he sold cars, you know what I mean? So it was one of his side hustles. So he kind of put together a guide in the section for us in the group. There's a chat for that as well. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of everything going on in there. Just any way that we can find to bring value to the group and make our members some money, we're going to do it. Because everything is not going to be for everybody. Like, I ain't even looking auto flip section, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I ain't even thought about it.
That ain't on you.
But any day I could be like, you know what? I feel like flipping a car today. You know what I mean? Like, so it's always like, and I always tell people, like, when you join the group, pick your one thing. Pick that one thing, stick with it, go with it. You know what I'm saying? And then once you master that thing, then branch out to something else because you don't want to try to take it all on at the same time.
It's like drinking through a fire hose. You're gonna get overwhelmed. You trying to flip cars, trade options, resell clothes,
sports betting.
Yeah.
Now you go bust your head trying to do all that.
Yep.
Be patient. So, Reese, I do want to know, man, what's the biggest flip you've seen in the Hypernova group, like in any one of the channels?
Like a single, like one item?
Yeah, like just one off, like they just flipped it and you was like, damn.
Matter of fact, let's do single one item and then as a group that y'all flip to.
Ooh, PS5s ain't happened yet. Just wait.
Kelly was actually telling us about it. So we're gonna get into that next.
Hey, we're gonna be acting up on PS5. I mean, we already, bruh. Yeah. All right. So, single one item. I don't know that the biggest flip has come from selling an item. I think it came from sports betting.
Damn. So, what was the biggest flip?
I think it was one of the newer ladies. Shout out to the lady because we have a ladies only chat as well in the group.
Hard.
Yeah. So shout out to the ladies, but I want to say it was something crazy, bro. It was like she turned like 5 bands into like close to 10.
Damn.
Yeah, and I was like, you better than me because I be making these $100 bets and I be sweating like, bro.
I'm not a betting man when it comes to sports, man. I'm too faint of heart for that. I get upset whenever they start losing.
Yeah, you had your days. You go up and down, but see, I've been betting off the same $50 that I started betting with like 2 months ago, and I've gone up, gone down. I've taken some out, spent some. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm still up. Like, I'm still way up. So I doing all right. Like I said, them Hypernova picks be.
That's the advantage of the community.
Wait. Kelly actually sent this shit early. Somebody made $120K off of fucking betting that bitch.
That was what is that? Daily Fantasy? Daily Fantasy, yeah. That's
what
right.
The fuck?
I forgot about that. That was the other day. You're right.
How you just forget somebody? Come on, man. Niggas is making bread in this group, y'all. Hey man, get this man some hand claps, man. Cause you out here helping people get to a bag, bro.
We got members to do everything, bro. So over the summer pools is one particular member that he was renting U-Hauls, right? He had like a warehouse storage unit. I don't know what it was, but it was like that kind of, He was hitting Targets, Walmarts, buying every pool they had, bro. Filling up the U-Haul, getting them off, made 30 plus. And like the first month he was in Hypernova.
Damn.
So people also resell 2 people in the group?
Yeah. Depending on what it is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like almost like what you and Matt. Like, I'm pretty sure he sell the pool to somebody in the group. They could still upsell it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but don't people resell the memberships? Like, isn't that how you have to get in?
That is also correct. We restock memberships, but not see, and that's what I was talking about earlier, that people never leave. So like we was trying to like keep the group capped, but it's hard to keep the group capped and keep interest, you know what I'm saying, in the group. Because if we were just like, all right, nobody's leaving, and then we just stopped tweeting, bro, like, you know what I mean? You got to keep people at least engaged. And if you're not out there actively giving memberships, still like stay engaged with the community because people pay attention. But yeah, people definitely resell the memberships because it's so hard to get in. So they have a value,
Exclusive.
How many people do y'all currently have in there?
Including Lifetime, because we got some Lifetime members, including Lifetime, I think like 7 something.
700, 7,000.
700.
Damn.
And then and I think you had mentioned like around 600. That's the rotating spots that people kind of fall in.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, most people don't really leave.
Because I wouldn't leave neither. Shoot, people out there making 120K on the sports.
I got it. So you said it started off as $200 a month.
Yeah, $200 for a lifetime to be in forever.
Oh, so these people that got grandfathered in them first 100
So now, is it like monthly or do you pay like yearly? How we doing now?
Monthly, 50 a month. If you got one of the older keys, it used to be 40 a month.
That ain't bad though. That ain't bad at all. Especially like you said, you making 30, 40K in there, 120K in there.
Even if you someone that's not in there all the time and not even taking it that seriously, you can make 500 to 1,000 a week, and you know what I'm saying, like, and that's more than most people make at their job.
Facts. You just gotta pick that one, like you said. Pick that one. The knowledge is there.
My brother didn't bust my head, man. Cool. I need to get in that group.
Hey, yeah, the Hypernova group, they out there killing it, man.
So gotta find somebody with that key.
Hey, bro.
So Reese, bro, I want to ask you, what's next for Hypernova? Like, I mean, I see y'all hot, bro. Y'all, I went look on y'all Twitter, like I told you at the beginning, bro. People on that Twitter, like, they fiending for what y'all got. I seen y'all drop that hoodie. They said, man, I need that, man.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, we just try to stay active. So anything that comes up, we just gonna try to, you know, do whatever we can do. So right now, you know, we're about to reach 6,000 followers. So every time we get, you know, another 1,000 followers on Twitter, we usually do something. We're like 2 or 3 followers away. So I don't know what we're gonna do for it, but you know what I mean? We're definitely got some things in the works. We definitely gonna give away a PS5 for Christmas. We definitely gonna give out some Thanksgiving meals, you know.
Hey, that's hard, man.
I think we're gonna do some Christmases for some single parents as well.
That's dope.
Hey, and I like how that's how y'all started the group too, because I didn't brush over that. That's what you said. Scrap said, we're gonna start this off and start off by giving to charity. And that's really cool because I always see, like, whenever somebody really just giving from the goodness of their heart, like, you always get back like tenfold, like automatically, like, it's just you putting out the energy that you getting back from the universe. So I'm glad that y'all still keeping it like that. Like you said, we trying to give out Thanksgiving, we try to give stuff for Christmas. Hey, man, that's beautiful, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, it's you know, Hypernova is we always want to do whatever we can to advance. You know, we always try to be innovative because, you know, some of the stuff like mobile home flips and auto flips, like, it ain't no other groups doing that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just trying to be different and, you know, take things as they come. But, you know, we definitely looking for whatever those next things are. We always trying to figure out what that is, you know? So we'll figure out. I don't know what it is, but we're going to figure out something.
Hey, that's dope.
I love it.
And I keep on hearing you talking about these PS5s, man.
Yeah.
What y'all deal with these PS5s, man?
You know, it's crazy because, like, everybody was mad at the bots and all that, but really we went crazy manual because most of the sites you couldn't be botted that day. It was a lot going on when they dropped all the pre-orders. But so again, we have monitors for everything. So we was able to catch when stuff, like, because when they dropped PS5s that day, they dropped them on like a Wednesday. They were supposed to drop them the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was supposed to drop them like all the stores at the same time, and the stores just started doing whatever they wanted. So, you know, it would ping the monitor or we catch a Twitter link and we'd just throw it to the group and everybody would just go grab. So I know we got a couple hundred.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season and we're all a bit tired of numbers, but here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Damn. Well, if y'all need a PS5, I don't know if you want to go that route, but
hey,
the store ain't got them.
Yeah, that was a wild day. I think I got 13 myself.
Damn. Man, my brother, man, y'all out here doing the damn thing, bro.
I love it because it's just the spirit of entrepreneurship and the very, very essence of it all. Buy low, sell high.
Yep, pretty much, bro.
You know, it's interesting. People hate resellers, but then they go buy stuff from like Walmart. And you like, bro, Walmart is a reseller, my G.
And really, real shit, that's all Walmart is. Like, Walmart is just like, we want to make sure we have everybody's fucking product in here. And we're going to give it to you the cheapest price that we can get it to you for.
They buy it in extreme, huge amounts, and then they piece it out.
And I saw people were even upset about that. Like, I think that happened, Jared. You was telling us about that with the bags, right? People were mad because you getting the stuff at a low price. Like, the bags might not cost but $50 to make. They reselling it for $200. And people were pissed off about that. Like, how can you be mad at that when at the end of the day, I still got to eat. I need to make a certain profit margin. I got to pay people. This website ain't cheap. Shipping the shit ain't cheap. Like a lot of people, like David said, they keep their consumer hat on instead of actually thinking of it from the other spectrum of the producer.
That's definitely the truth. Like you said, man, it's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people benefit from us reselling. Like it ain't just, yes, it's putting money in my pocket or whatever, but like you said, bro, we buy, you know what I'm saying? We participate in the economy. We cop all the shoes from the stores, so the stores ain't hurting. So it's not like people were looking at like, y'all are defrauding the store. No, they're getting every dollar that they had them shoes up for sale for. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that's paying more is the person on the other end that wasn't able to get the shoes that really wants them. That's the only person who's paying more. The people that are eating, obviously, it's the store. You know what I'm saying? It's us that's making our little money from whatever. It's the company that makes the boxes that we ship everything in. The company that makes the tape. FedEx, UPS. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a business
to the economy.
Yeah.
And that was an interesting thing I thought about. Like the whole Telfar situation was like people were mad, like, oh, you know, you brought up all the bags, blah, blah, blah. But my thing with that was like on the flip side, this black-owned luxury like bag brand, like they just sold out. Like
all that shit.
This hype.
They just sold out everything, and they got this hype around them now. So it's like realistically, y'all kind of helped them. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's wild? That was a crazy day, and at the time, all they sold was hats, belts, and the bags, right? Well, now, bro, I still got like my notifications on for Instagram where they be posting coats and bandanas and all. I'm like, that's interesting.
Right.
Took it and capitalized off it though.
That's dope.
So, well, Reese, bro, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pivot to the last segment of the show, bro. We're gonna ask you, man, what's on your timeline? So what's something you seen on social media that you just want to speak about, my brother?
Bruh, I don't want Danny Green to shoot no more, nothing. No more.
Hold on, man.
No more, bruh.
He needs some milk.
That's what his jumper need.
Bruh, like that's for real. That's what my timeline has been all day. I feel like just Lakers, you know. So me being a Lakers fan, I was like, when LeBron passed him that ball last night, I was just looking at the TV like, all right.
I would have much rather AD be in that position.
Anybody,
they couldn't even pass it to Rondo at that damn point. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, they had KCP on in the left corner. You know what I'm saying? They took Caruso out of the game to put Danny Green in. I would have rather Caruso took the shot. Anybody, bro. Don't matter. Anybody.
Damn.
Bro, they could have gave it to Markieff Morris.
Hey, man, Markieff the dude, man.
Hey, you know, I grew up in Kansas City, so all my friends is KU fans and all that. So my wife is a KU fan and all that. So
yeah, man, it's crazy though. I'm looking at it now like this should have never went to 3-3, bro. They could have knocked this out a while ago.
I don't think it's gonna be game 6, huh?
It's gonna be game 6, yeah, 3-2.
Oh shit,
it's 3-2.
I think. Look, man, I was on the timeline. I was having the most interesting kind of conversation this morning. And people was like, Miami got the momentum, and it's like it's dead, and we going to 7. And I'm like, look, man, I hear what y'all saying. I hear y'all, but like, I don't think so. And like that might just be me being a Lakers fan. But like at the same time, bro, like y'all think the Lakers about to go on a 3-game losing streak to Miami? I don't know about that.
I doubt it.
LeBron James gonna have something else to say about that one.
Yeah, I ain't even the biggest Bron fan, but I don't know that man to go down like that. And plus,
he came back and whipped the
way he played last night, it was on everybody else.
Damn. Well, we're gonna see Sunday what them boys gonna do.
Yeah.
But man, we'll go over to the last section, pretty much just wrap out the show, my brother. Reese, we just want to say thank you for coming on, bro. Just dropping these gems on the resale market. And we just want to say, just plug yourself in, let the people know where they can follow you, let them know where they can find Hypernova, how they can kind of get some type of information on when's the next opening for the group.
Definitely. Follow me on Twitter. My ad is Washed Reese, WASHEDREESE. Follow Hypernova Group, just like it sounds. Follow Positive Scrap, my business partner. You know, as far as the group goes, we definitely going to open some spots pretty soon. We usually do it on Sundays, but I might do a you know what I'm saying, a surprise drop for y'all. I'll let y'all do it on y'all's timeline or something, you know what I'm saying? So y'all
that's a bet. When the episode.
I throw y'all some too if y'all want to get in. I throw y'all some membership keys.
Hey, that's love, bro. That's love.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, brother.
For sure. I got y'all.
Hey, I just want to say thank you
y'all,
again.
Yeah, and y'all definitely go hit that follow button. Y'all go check them out. Check my brother out. Y'all keep up with him. Hey, this man got some information, some knowledge. And if you try to make a bag, I'm telling you, 2020 is the year to do it. There's a lot of shit. A lot of people sitting at home broke. If you got a little money, like he said, some people doing it on their mama credit card. If you got it, you can make some money.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we wrap this thing up, y'all got into a couple of house cleaning notes. So first and foremost, everybody, thank y'all once again for listening to the podcast every week. Make sure y'all follow us on social media at Black Wealth Renaissance, at BWR Podcast. We always dropping content for you guys. We have BWR Movement on Twitter. Got a lot of different information, a lot of different content we dropping for you guys. So make sure y'all stay plugged in. Y'all check out our book, Manage Your Money Like the 1%. It's a guide to getting your finances together and getting started creating multiple streams of income through investing. We got that. That's going to be available down in the show notes. And y'all stay on the lookout for the different course products that we're going to be dropping in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be dropping some different educational courses showing you how to take advantage and build your credit on your own, how to start investing in the stock market for the long term, how to create and monetize your own podcast, and giving out the tools on how to grow and monetize social media. So we're going to be having those course products coming to y'all real soon. So y'all stay on the lookout for that. Jalen, Jerry, y'all got anything?
I just want to back up and just say thank you too, man. Like, thank you to all of our fans. We appreciate y'all, all of our listeners, not even fans, our listeners, our family, like y'all family to us. We appreciate all the insight that y'all give us. We appreciate y'all sharing this with your close family, your friends, anybody who y'all feel like needs to hear this. So I just want to say thank y'all for constantly keeping us on the up and up.
And I just want to give a quick shout out to a couple of the people that gave us reviews on the last couple of podcasts, man. Thank you, Leak YK. Thank you, Sir Charles III. Both of those people gave us some real good reviews and stuff on the podcast, and we really appreciate it and everything, bro. Sir Charles III said we pushing the culture forward, man, and we really appreciate it. So thank y'all. Y'all keep reviewing and everything. It helps us grow. It helps us get out to more people.
Hey, appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Sir Charles and Leak YK. And with that said, this is Black Wealth Renaissance signing out.
Peace.
I got money on my mind. I'm just trying to get some dough. I ain't picking up my line unless it's money on the phone. Gotta get it on the daily. All I want is dubs. You know what I'm on. I've been chasing after paper. All I know is run money marathon.
When it comes to clothes, it's great to have options. But having pieces that you can wear anywhere is a must for everybody. That's why American Giant makes clothing that fits into your life seamlessly, with quality you have to feel to believe. And with an impressive selection of staples to choose from, there's something for everyone. So whether you're on the hunt for the perfect t-shirt, a solid pair of jeans, or super soft sweatshirts, American Giant has what you're looking for. Each American Giant piece is designed to last and created with commitment to doing things better. And all their products are made right here in America. Because keeping things local ensures the kind of quality you'll feel and appreciate for years to come. Discover the American Giant difference today. Shop Wear Anywhere closet staples at american-giant.com and get 20% off your order when you use code WA23 at checkout. That's 20% off at american-giant.com, promo code WA23.
McDonald's has entered a Minecraft movie universe, and Grimace, Birdie, and Hamburglar just spawned as new collectibles in the overworld. Now for a limited time, you can get one of 6 McDonald's collectibles when you order a Minecraft movie meal. With your choice of Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets with spicy nether flame sauce. Available now in a biome near you. Oh, and at your local McDonald's.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time. A Minecraft movie only in theaters.